And right now we're about to have a very interesting conversation. As long as you have an eye, as long as you can see us, and as long as you are interested in your eye, this conversation is for you. And it's all about the World Sight Day, which is tomorrow. And we are going to be having a conversation with Dr. James Addy, who's the country director for Cure Blindness Project, and also Nafis Mohammed, who is an optometrist. You are all welcome.
Thank you.
How are you? How's everything? Fine. All right, and I see that you came with some tools.
Yes.
All right, so let's get straight into it. I'm going to be starting with you, Dr. James Addy, who is the country director of Cure Blindness Project. Tell us about the World Sight Day and why it's important for us to observe this day.
World Sight Day has been instituted by IAPB, that is International Agency for Prevention of Blindness, and then the World Health Assembly. And it is a day that is instituted for us to more or less create awareness and then share information, knowledge, and then also ask the stakeholders, for example, the government, opinion leaders, so that we can all come together to solve the problem of avoidable blindness in the world.
Right. So what are some of the main causes of blindness, say in Ghana?
In fact, the causes of blindness in Ghana is similar to that of the world.
Right.
So globally, we say we have 43 million people who are blind. And one of the major causes is cataract.
Right.
And if you come to Ghana, it's the same thing.
The same thing.
Our prevalence is about 0.74%. And therefore, with the 34 million people, we have over 250,000 people who are blind as we speak now. And more,
What?
yes.
Okay.
And more than half, in fact, about 55% of them are blind from cataracts. So globally, you look at the causes of blindness. The major one is cataract. You come to Ghana, again, the major one is cataract.
Right, right, right. Can it actually be cured?
Yeah, it can be cured.
Or can it be prevented?
It can be prevented and it can be cured. It can be prevented by some personal habits, so to speak. I can give one example.
Yeah, sure. We would like to know all the habits, in fact.
Because in our part of the world, the sun is very high. So we're supposed to be wearing protective goggles.
Your sunglasses.
Yes. But this one is 100% preventable. I mean, protecting UVAs and UVBs.
Oh, the UV rays, they cause it.
Yes. Because once you don't wear it, then of course you expose yourself to getting cataract, getting macular degeneration. And then at times when you look at people, you see a growth coming from the nose part onto the black part.
Yeah.
It's called pterygium.
Yeah, they're like webs.
Yes,
I mean,
you can see the blood vessel running through it. So that is also one of them.
Pterygium causes blindness?
Yes, I mean, pterygium, yes, depending on the size of it, can cause blindness. Oh, wow. So then you have to have surgery and remove it.
Yeah, you have to take it off.
So those are the things in our world. But then individually, we can also, now we are all looking at the screen. We spend more time on the screen.
The blue rays, right?
Yes, the
From
rays
the
are
screens.
coming, of course. So there's personal things that we can do to prevent damage. For example, if you look at the screen for 20 minutes, then you take your eyes off.
Take our eyes off a bit.
And look at maybe 20 feet away, and then for about 20 seconds. So we call it the 20-20 rule. That definitely can help you in one of the areas that we talk about.
Right.
I mean, usually we'll rub our eyes because it's itching. We should usually wash our hands before we
rubbing.
Yes. And then I'm going to also say...
And these are things we do every day without knowing,
thinking.
unknowingly.
Yes, and those are the things that if we do and do them well, will prevent ourselves from either getting vision impairment or going to blindness. Our ladies, when they are going to bed, they can remove their makeups, and that will also help them so that they don't get into...
Oh my!
For
we
those
need to take
wearing
off our makeup, huh?
Yes, those wearing contact lenses,
Yeah, you have to take it off.
They also take it
and
off.
take care of your
So these are some of the few things, personal things that we can do to prevent getting blind.
Right, right. So Nafis, you are an optometrist. What are some of the problems that you've encountered when it comes to us here in Ghana? And our eye, basically.
Okay, thank you. Like Dr. Adit spoke about, there is the cataract, which is the leading cause of the blindness. And then by virtue of us being blacks, and then where we are positioned to, Another very important one is glaucoma.
Right.
And with that is, the blindness from glaucoma is irreversible. So
But with cataracts, is it reversible?
yes, like he said, it can be treated and then it's reversible. But with glaucoma, blindness from glaucoma is irreversible. And then it is the leading cause of irreversible blindness in Ghana. So that is one of the major ones we want to talk about, or we want to draw attention to. And with glaucoma, for most people, because of the way it presents itself, for most people, unless you have a thorough eye exam, you wouldn't even know you have glaucoma until it's very late, because it starts from the periphery. So it's also called the silent thief of sight because of the way it is. So the major one is glaucoma. Then there are refractive errors. Refractive errors, they cause what we call visual impairment, where the person doesn't see up to where he or she was supposed to see up to. With those ones, like we all know, it can be managed with glasses and then contact lenses. So that one too is there. So those are the two major ones. And then there is the last one too, which is the posterior segment diseases. You know, our lifestyle in Ghana now, we are going to middle income. So a lot of people are better off than they used to be. So we've started having problems with diabetes, and then there is hypertension, and those ones too affect the back of the eye.
Yeah, definitely.
So those are the major ones that, when you talk of blindness, these are the major ones that we want to talk about.
Right. So what about the issue of light? I have the issue of light, so I'm just asking for myself and people like me, so, you know, because we don't want to be blind. So what about the issue of light?
But Daddy mentioned something very important. He mentioned about the UV protection, 100% UV protection. There are some people who are sensitive to light.
I am.
We call it photophobia. So with those ones, there is the lifestyle change, and then also they can give you something called the photo AR glasses. And that one absorbs the extra light so that you don't feel those effects. But in some of them too, it could be because of an underlying condition. Like for instance, if you are rubbing your eyes a lot. It could be because of, so as you rub the eyes, the blood vessels on the conjunctiva, they get inflamed, then you start reacting to the light, so you become photosensitive. And some of them too, they need to wear glasses because they have refractive errors. And then as the brain's way of trying to tell you that there is something amiss with your eye, so you have to do something about it. Those are some of the things that can cause it.
So Doc, I'm going to ask a very practical question. This practical question is like, people like me are supposed to be wearing glasses every day, but sometimes I see myself forgetting. How dangerous is this?
Once you are not wearing your glasses, you are not seeing well, and the eye is adjusting, trying to adjust as you move around. You end up having pain in the eye, and so if you continue like that, and then of course definitely you have the strain, among other things. Once you wear spectacles, everything, you can see everything clearly, and it resolves. So continue removing the lens and wearing it, inducing pain of the pain, inducing pain of the pain. Gradually you begin to realize that you become sensitive. I mean, you become more like, the threshold is such that you endure the pain up to a certain level, and gradually you realize that you have caused more damage whilst you keep moving off the spectacles.
Doc, you've just said something. Oh God, now I feel bad. Because I think I'm at that stage where I feel the pain. I take it up, I put it back on, I feel the pain.
I think
so I think I need to do better.
Because of the we have transition lenses, so you don't really have to remove the lens. You can wear and see far away. You can see the middle, you can see so
I had that, but I thought it was just too much for me because there was too many things going on. I couldn't get used to it. But now, let's talk about the Cure Blindness Project. What is this about?
Cure Blindness Project is an NGO. It's a non-profit NGO. And it was formed about 30 years ago. Initially, it was called Himalayan Cataract Project. And if you hear Himalayan, you should start thinking about Mount Everest. From Nepal, Bhutan, among other things. And it was formed by two medical doctors who realized that anytime they go and they want to climb Mount Everest, they see a lot of people who are blind, and they had cataract. So they decided that right from childhood, we have to do something about it. And so they started about 30 years ago, and then they have moved on Now they are in about 30 countries. In fact, this year is about the 30th year. And because they've done the cataract surgeries over time, they realized that, yes, we are doing the surgeries, but there are other causes of blindness. So now we have moved from Himalayan Cataract Project to Cure Blindness Project.
Right.
That is the name that we are using now. And we are, like I said, we are in about 30 countries. The headquarters is in Vermont in the United States. But then they are more in sub-Saharan Africa. So Ghana, Ethiopia, and the East African countries, especially now we are in Rwanda, Burundi, Kenya, Uganda, among other countries. And then when you go to South Asia, we are also in Nepal, we are in Bhutan, we are in India, and around the Philippines. Recently, we've added Liberia to it because we realize that the more we are trying to solve avoidable blindness, people are also getting blind, and we need to create the access around the world. So Himalayan Cataract Project is a non-profit organization, and our mission is to ensure that we want to see a world where no one is needlessly blind. I mean, I don't want you to get blind, so your spectacles, you have to wear it. Okay. And that is one of my...
So I need more frames.
And no problem, we'll supply them to you.
Thank you.
And we don't actually do the work ourselves. We work with other partners. So more or less, we empower countries. That's why it is at Vermont in the USA, but they are working in Ghana. So they are empowering the local people, giving us the capacity to be able to go to the communities and solve the problem of avoidable blindness. Now we know our major burden is cataract.
Cataract and glaucoma.
So we support partners. So we have 13 partners. Ghana Health Service is one of them. And then other child institutions, I mean, like Holy Family Hospitals, Techiman, and Coco, they are all part of it. Private facilities like Crystal Eye at Adenta, they also are also part, Whitebox Services. So we work through 13 partners to be able to ensure that we have achieved our mission. And then, of course, our vision.
Right. So is there anything planned for this year?
For Wellside, yes. Yesterday, we started screening at Cape Coast. So they are doing screening at Cape Coast. We also have one at Somenya. We also screen about 2,000 children. We are already supporting surgeries that are ongoing, but that is the whole year plan. We actually have planned to restore 18,000 surgeries. Already we've done almost 16,000. Okay. Yeah, so
do people reach out to you for that?
Yeah, they reach out to us, but they also come through our partners.
Your partners,
So Ghana Health Service, for example, all the regional hospitals, they are part. Some of the district hospitals are part. And then the child facilities, they're also there. So we support them.
That's good. That's good. Well done. All right, so what's on the table? What do we have here?
We have...
Are we screening?
Yes, we have... to our behind us, that's the chart. That's the e-chart. This is a 3-meter chart. There is traditionally when we go to the hospitals, we use the 6 meters, but then it's been able to, they've been modified to be able to use it at 3 meters too. So that's the 3-meter chart we have there. Then,
so we can get up and do it. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can show us.
All right. So we need to get about 3 meters. Then maybe we can get
Yeah. So what's 3 meters? That's 3 meters?
Yeah, let me measure. Yeah, okay, that's about 3 meters.
Right.
Okay, so can we get a volunteer? Okay. You want to okay.
It's like going back to the hospital anytime.
So please, with your palms, the inside of your palm, you cover your left eye. The left, yes. Yeah, just put it there, don't press it. Yeah. Okay, so by way of demonstrations, so all these are is a letter E, but it's been turned in different directions. Ways, so to know whether you can see them, when I point to them, then I know you can see.
I'll just let you know what I can see.
I know you can see, so start somewhere in the middle, so because you don't have a lot of time. So please, this one, where does it point to?
Up.
Okay, that's...
This way?
Yeah. That's...
Down.
Okay, that's...
This way?
That's...
That way.
Okay, so that's...
This way?
All right, that's two.
That way.
Okay, that's...
This way.
That's...
That way.
Okay, that's...
Upwards.
Okay, so for the right eye, you're able to see if... I don't know if the camera can zoom in closely. What it means is that where you read up to,
Yeah.
you've read what the WHO defines as standard for everybody. What it
Yeah.
means is that when something is 6 meters away,
Yeah.
you should be able to see it at 6 meters
Yeah.
away. That's why it says 10 over 10
Yeah.
or 20 over 20.
Yeah.
20 is in feet, which is 6 meters. So you saw at 6 meters what you are supposed to see at 6 meters. So with that, that's your right eye. It's okay in terms of the
good.
vision. Yeah. Then you go to the left eye.
All
The
right,
same
let's
thing. Just
try.
place it. Yeah.
Let's see my left.
All right. So let's go there.
Upwards.
All right. That's
This way.
okay. That.
Downwards.
All right. This way.
This way.
That.
That way.
Okay. That.
This way.
That's.
Upwards.
All right. That's.
This way.
That's two.
That way.
And then.
Downwards.
So again, for the left eye, you got 6/6, which is you were able to see. Now, after that, we have these things. The first one here is a slit lamp. The slit lamp at the hospitals, you are likely going to see a bigger one. It's with a table, and then you put your head in it. Yes, I think there is a video of it running around.
Yeah.
So you put your head in it. This is the handheld one from Cure Blindness, because they recognize that we go out to outreaches, places where there is no clinic.
Right.
So we use this one. It's the handheld one. So with the handheld slit lamp, again, it's the same thing as the one in the clinic. So like that, I just look through, I look at your eye, then I see your eye. If there is a problem with it, I can see it this way. If it's fine, then I move to the other one.
So they tried this thing with me, yeah?
Yeah.
And they saw that, I don't know how to explain it in your words, but my eye anatomy is sort of different. So they had to make me go and do the glaucoma test all over and over and over, and everything was fine.
Okay.
Because they were like, it's either the eye anatomy or they asked so many questions about glaucoma. Yeah.
Okay, so that is the other ones. We'll look at that. This is for, because this is at the outreach session, it's been decoupled from this.
Right.
That is for there. So we'll look at it in a minute. So with that, we look at the other eye. Again, the same way. If it's fine, then it's okay. Then now, like you talked about, this is for checking the pressure in the eye.
In the eye.
So all these they've been given the portable one, so it makes it easier. So when you go out on outreaches, you'll be able to check all these things.
So
as you can
is this
see,
the one that you can do the dun, dun,
yes.
dun, dun?
So as you can see, that is the
clicker.
yes. Then the readings will display here.
Yeah.
So once we get, let's try and see, get one reading. So please just look straight ahead, and then you get one reading. Look straight ahead. Okay. When you move, it gets telling you to repeat it.
It feels like it's snapping my eye.
Yeah.
Like a picture.
Yes.
There's a little flash.
Okay. So this is the pressure on the eye. So it says the pressure on your eye is 17. And then we know that it's between 10 and then 20 or 21. So once we get these things, then we know the pressure in the person's eye is okay. Then now we move to the ophthalmoscope. That's the one they used to look at this. So with this one, we use this to look at the nerve at the back of the eye to see if it is fine. Yeah. If we look at it and then there's a problem with the nerve, that's when they would ask you to do
and do all
other
the
tests.
plenty tests. Yeah.
So that's the ophthalmoscope too. Okay, and then we also have the autoref, and then it's a keratometer, because we are mostly doing cataract surgeries. With the cataract, once the person develops cataract, it means the lens in the eye is cloudy and it has to be replaced. So we use this in conjunction with another scan called the A scan to determine what we will use to replace the lens with.
Right, but can you see cataracts just by looking at someone?
Yes.
If it's
with
quite
that,
matured.
yes, with that, when you use the slit lamp, you get a magnified image of the person's eye, and then you can see the lens in there to determine the cataract. Sometimes, so depending on how mature it is, as he's saying, even with just a torchlight, you can see if you know what cataract is.
Yeah.
So, like I said, this is also an autoref. Assuming when we finished reading, your vision was substandard, maybe somewhere 618. With this, we can get the power of your glasses.
Yeah.
At the same time, we can use this tool in determining the replacement for the lens in the eye. So these are some of the things we do anytime we are in the screen. And then we have in outreaches, then we have 2 other tests because they are scans and then the way they are, so we couldn't display them. But we also do the A scan and then we do the B scan too to determine what the person would need, such that cataract surgeries that cure blindness possess, we go for, we make sure that it is tailored for the individual, so that each person, whatever we are giving or putting into each person's eyes, what is supposed to be put in there, such that after the surgery, the vision will be very okay.
Right.
So
I mean, this has been very interesting, and it's a very great conversation that we had, and it's all about the World Sight Day, which is tomorrow. So if you listen to everything that I say, it's actually very important for you to take precaution to avoid blindness, because like Doc said, some of this actually can be avoided, and one of the leading causes, or some of the leading cause of blindness in Ghana is glaucoma and cataracts, and some of these things can actually be avoided before it gets to a stage of blindness that cannot be reversed. So please take your eyesight seriously. But Doc, how can people reach out to you? Like, if anybody wants to support this project, how can people reach out?
Oh, that's a very important question. In fact, we are planning to raise about $10 million. And then that will be matched by another philanthropist. So once I'm here, I'm sure before I leave here, I need to get $1 million from all of you. And so that's how we do it. I mean, we go out to the community. We ask for, it doesn't matter if it's $5, $10, $1. We don't mind. And it is from around the world. So we put those monies together, and that's what we use to solve problems around the world. So that is the way that, that is one way of making sure that we get. So later on, I'm sure I will come in. But then the point is that we can prevent blindness by working together. So it's not only cure blindness, it's the media, it's also very important. It's the Ghana Health Service, Ministry of Health, and the individuals. So we are empowering the individual to make sure that they check their eyes. And for me, I always tell them that check their eyes on your birthday.
On your birthday?
Yes, once a year, check your eyes. There's another policy that is being developed in the country, tissue donation. Apart from the cataract and the glaucoma, people are also getting cornea scar. And we have
in their cornea.
And yes, and then we have.
How does it scar?
We know we have trachoma in the northern parts, and so that can lead to a scar. We get a lot of accidents, eye trauma, and end up getting a scar. You can have abrasion, even can come from maybe a cut from your fingernails or anything rubbing. So once the scar is developed, then we have to do transplant. But we are now developing the policy and then also going to Parliament to pass the law. So we are entreating that the government will listen to us, listen to the ministry, and quicken the pace so that we can first develop the policy and then go ahead to get the legislation. That is one area we are working.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Doctor. It was really nice having this conversation with you. Nafis, thank you for the demonstration and everything that you brought here. Well, it's all about the World Sight Day, and a big thank you to Cure Blindness Project for coming here to talk about it and demonstrate on how some of these things work, and also reminding us that it's important for us to check our eyesight, okay? Because you can actually avoid blindness just by checking. And the earlier you check, the earlier it can be worked on if there is any problem.